My name's Cheryl. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I found out about Robco Electric through my pastor, actually, Drake Kiley. He told me about your company. I decided to get solar because the electric bills were going up. And so I had about 4 companies come out and give me some estimates. One of the things I liked about your company was your service rep, Roke, and his name is spelled R-O-K. The other companies that came out told me I would have to pay $3,500 or more to redo my electric panel. And when Roke came out and took a look at it, he said my electric panel was fine. When I had walked around my neighborhood to see if others in the same house I lived in needed to change their electric panel, they did not. So I realized that the other companies were probably just trying to get more money out of me. And Roke was the sales rep who was actually being honest. So right away, that made me want to go with Robco Electric. Then when concerning the panels on the house, Roke was the only one who got on top of my roof to tell me where I could put my panels and where they would get the best wattage to give me the best out of the solar. None of the other companies got up there to look. So when he pulled his ladder off of his truck and went up there, I was pretty encouraged that this was the company that I wanted to go with. So I basically went with your company because of your sales rep. I found him to be honest. He explained every situation with my solar, where they should be placed. The other companies that I talked to were going to place the solar kind of where I wanted them for an aesthetic look. But Roke said, this one solar panel is not going to be good for the inspector when he comes out. So where the other companies would have put some solar panels and it may not have passed inspection, Roke told me exactly where they needed to be placed to get the best out of the solar panels, as well as hoping there would be no problem with the inspector that came out. So everything your sales rep did, I found to have integrity. I found your company to pretty much want to save me money, not want to get extra money out of me. So that was the reason why I decided to go with your company. Roke is a really great guy. He answered all my questions. He's very sweet. He went out of his way to make sure I was getting the best. Another thing that happened was after they put up the panels, it rained here for about 4 days. So I was worried about a leak in my attic. So I called up a friend of mine and asked him to go up and look. And when he didn't go all the way into the attic, he just popped his head in and it looked like there might be a leak. So I texted Roke right away and said, Roke, I think there might be a leak in my attic. It's been raining here for 4 days. I want to make sure that the guys did everything right as far as sealing up any of the holes where they put the nuts and the bolts. What surprised me is somebody from your company showed up the very next morning. That just floored me. He went up into my attic. He spent about a half hour up there looking at the areas where all this bolts came through the roof and there was no leak. He took pictures, and what my friend had seen was just a discoloration in one of the pieces of the wood. That happened throughout my attic. So there was other pieces of wood that looked like that, but there was nothing wet. And that made me feel like the guys did a really good job. But I was just really surprised that they came out the very next day. So those are all the reasons why I decided to go with your company. I just really like the honesty, the integrity, the fact that Roke was concerned about it passing inspection. They were concerned that there was no leak in my attic. And the guys that did come out and put on the panels were super nice. I wanted them to at least make the front of my house look nice. All the piping or the conduit that went up to the roof, I wanted that nicely done, not just hodgepodge. And then they went and bought the paint that specifically matched my house from Sherman-Williams, and they painted everything up, and my house looks really pretty. From the front, you would never know I had solar panels. So the house looks just beautiful. They didn't make it look bad. So thank you, Robco Electric. You did a good job. Thank you, Roke. You're the best of service guys. And so there you have it.